Sometimes we go a little too far. Sometimes we don't go far enough. Let's talk about that.
This is a beautiful thought.
Welcome, beautiful thinkers. Let's talk about calibration. Calibrate ourselves. Get used to our surroundings. Acknowledge the process is, in fact, the process. Someone told me the other day, going to yoga, doing some hatha yoga and practicing balance. Of course, you do things like the tree pose, putting one foot against the thigh of your other leg, and so you can balance on one leg and put your arms out, your hands out to the side in a mudra and try to relax, just focusing on one point in the distance, trying to gain your balance in this strange position. And when you first learn to do this, maybe your balance isn't the best. Maybe you wobble a little and the instructor says to you, that's okay. That's good. You're wobbling, and that means you're learning balance. That means your muscles are figuring out how to do this, how to reach that equilibrium. What a nice little metaphor for life. And, of course, in that process, you might even stumble and have to put your foot down so you can regain your balance. That happens sometimes. You might even, in an extreme case, you might even fall over. And that's fine. That's part of the process. Wobbling is part of the process. And so what happens in life when we go a little too far? Maybe we're learning how to be confident, and as a result, we become a little rude or get overconfident. I remember, this is an unusual story, from many years ago. I've been building up my confidence, doing door-to-door sales and things. And one day, I nearly got into a fight. I'm not much of a fighter. What happened is a strange thing. I'm trying to have a rap battle with these young men, like these 16, 17-year-old lads at the train station. And I don't know what happened. We put each of us put $5 in a hat, and we had the rap battle. And then the lads or somebody ran off with my $5. So I didn't get the chance to win. And I was so angry and unusually angry. And because of this extra confidence that I had from doing door-to-door sales and the other things I've been extending myself, before that, I probably wouldn't have said anything. I would have felt disappointed, bummed about it, and just tried my best to let it go. But because I had this extra confidence, okay, it's a little more difficult to control myself. I'm a little more confident. I'm going to like I said, I nearly got into a fight, ran across the street threateningly and ended up receiving a punch and saying, hey, hang on, wait, I don't want to fight you guys. I like you guys. And managed to settle down the situation. But it so happened that a police officer came, and just that moment, the guys forgave me. They told me that somebody else took the money. And I said, don't worry, I don't even care about the $5. Forget about it. The important thing is that we maintain the peace. And shook their hands and didn't think, too much about it again. The problem was, of course, I had a calibration issue, went a little too far. And by the grace of God, nothing that bad happened. I just learned a lesson, a valuable lesson about controlling myself, even though I feel a little more confident. Well, I don't necessarily have the fighting skills to back it up, and I don't necessarily want to, I actually really don't want to get into a fight with anybody. So I had to learn the lesson. So here's here's the thing. Of course, we make mistakes in life. Things happen. We go a little too far in learning our process. And that is okay. Of course, all right, yes, we might hurt others in the process. We might get hurt in the process. But it is part of the process. So if you have those hurts that you're holding on to and you think, oh, well, I shouldn't have done that. Maybe it's right. Maybe you shouldn't have. But that's part of the process. You couldn't have known beforehand. Now we judge ourselves with the wisdom that we have today. We look back on our past and think, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Well, we didn't have the wisdom then. So we were acting more or less in good faith, trying to do what we thought was best in that situation. And maybe it turned out it wasn't. But that's how we learn our lessons. It's all part of the path. We can't avoid walking the path, stumbling on a few stones every now and then. If we want to walk the path, then that is going to happen. That is a part of the path, and that is a part of us. So, we calibrate. We go a little too far, and we don't go far enough. And then we learn our balance. Calibrate. Thank you for listening. Thank you for doing your best to calibrate, reflecting on your previous experiences, and extracting lessons so you can use them to become an even better version of yourself and continue to enjoy the excellent version of yourself that you are today. You've come so far. Keep going. Have a wonderful day.
A beautiful thought.
Thanks for coming along for the ride. Now please just take 5 seconds to think about somebody who might benefit from hearing this episode. If they hear this, maybe it'll spark a little joy, maybe something will switch on in their brain, a little light bulb pop up on the top of their head so they can put something into place, some little puzzle piece in their life so they understand they're not so hard on themselves. Let go of that auto exigence. Become a better person, or become, as Carl Rogers says, become a person. Relax into the process of the enigmatic sense of self. And if you think of somebody who might benefit, go ahead and send them a little message, give them a reason to listen, and have a wonderful day.